Oh my gosh, has it been that long since SocksStudios has put out a new video? Yes, the answer is yes. It has been very long. Dumb stuff we did as kids. SocksStudios has been gone for like 2 months now. I know we took a break because January is the month that YouTubers make the least amount of money. But he's back! Dumb stuff we did as kids. This is the classic storytime animation premise. Silly stories from a sillier time. But you know we gotta do the theme song first, right? All right, everyone, strap in, get your popcorn, get your water. RobertIDK, SocksStudios, 1, 2, 3, theme song.
SocksStudios, just Nick and his bros, and they can't take themselves serious. Put on your socks and let's have a talk, and we'll see who's the weirdest. Meme God, Blaza, and that way.
Don't forget about TBA. So
Hop on Discord with your best mates and put on your socks. We're going to space.
When we were kids, we were dumb. Like, really dumb. Like, take a bath with a toaster dumb. Or play hide and seek in the washing machine dumb. So, we're going to be talking about all the dumb moments we had as kids. And you got to decide who was dumbest.
Oh. Everyone settle down. Everyone settle down. I'm going to drag you guys through some real pain.
Let's go, Blaza.
It was, what was it?
September
2006, maybe?
Oh.
That's the year I was born. I was born.
Holy,
Oh my gosh.
How do you remember this?
I was about 6 years old.
What?
And-
You were 6 years old in 2006? Whoa!
Ozzy, are you retired already?
Oh my gosh. These guys are so young, it's ridiculous. 6 in 2006? Wow, so old. I miss these guys. I'm already excited for a Blaza story.
I haven't heard the sweet sound of that microphone in 2 months.
Tell me the funny story, Blaza.
Ozzy, are you retired already?
I'm about to.
You're an old man.
My mommy had to go to work, same as my daddy. No one was home. Well, no one would be home. So my mommy dragged me to what is called where you drop off your kids.
Daycare?
Daycare?
My mommy
daycare.
dragged me to daycare. And I'm gonna tell you, I hate daycare. I hate it there. I'm gonna be there from 9 to 5. I don't even get paid. I'm there
9
from
to
9 to 5.
5.
And I'm just sitting there, okay? This is like at least 3 to 4 times a week.
you like the boss, baby?
Do you have Teletubbies to watch?
Literally like the boss baby. I got my little suit on. I'm just sitting there. Nothing to do.
I did go to daycare when I was a kid. We watched Teletubbies, and I hated Teletubbies. You like Teletubbies?
Loved Teletubbies as a kid.
Then who was your favorite tubby?
Purple one.
Purple? You don't even know its name?
Triangle.
Very good, very good. That's the name. No, it's Poe! Actually,
You're Bo!
oh, but I'm Bo! Oh my gosh! Oh! It's Poe and Bo. Is it Poe, though? I actually don't even know. Purple Teletubby. Oh, that's Tinky Winky. What a stupid name. Tinky Winky. How does that mean? He's not real. It is not real.
Literally like the boss baby. I got my little suit on. I'm just sitting there. Nothing to do. You can play with either blocks or you can chat with the random kid that put the blocks in his
Yeah,
nose.
chat the
And I don't
random
want to
kid
do
with
any
the
of that.
I was that kid, I'm not gonna lie. You don't want to talk to me, Blaza?
No, you smell weird.
I'm the kid that peed my pants in the corner.
So every time I go there, I literally beg my mommy. I beg my mommy, please, mommy, no, don't drop me off at the daycare. And she's like, no, I got to put bread on the table for this darn family, and you're gonna go to the daycare. Where else?
It sounds like a villain origin story.
She drops me off there. The people that take care of you are like so overly nice to you. They're like, oh, hello, little Blaza. How are you today?
They called you Blaza, dude.
No, dude, people that are overly nice are actually more scary than mean people. Like, what are they up to? By the way, subscribe to the channel, please.
My mom drops me off, flies away as fast as possible, and I'm just there with the weird kids and the overly nice, caring people. What you usually do there is just either play with the toys or you eat like pears.
Pears?
Pears?
So most of the times, I literally just walk over all the toys and I sit in front of the window. Like it was a kind of a weird building. It had a really big round window, which was like
that's
thick,
nice.
so you
That's
can like
cool.
sit in the window. And most of the
That's
time, I was
awesome.
just sitting for hours,
Perfect.
looking outside, literally like this. I was sitting in that window.
Exactly, those vibes, bro. Sitting in the window and just contemplating your life. You could write an entire album. You could write your movie there. You can sit with your thoughts. Especially for me as a kid with ADHD.
Looking outside, literally like this. I was sitting in that window.
Wait, why did you remember so
outside.
much stuff from like, what, 20 years ago?
So one day, when I was sitting in front of the window, I hear the caretaker ring a little bell. Ding, ding, ding. Kids, come over here. Ding, 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 ding. Very annoying, by the way. I'm done ringing that stupid bell. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, that's enough. I'm coming over. She said, today we're gonna do an exciting activity. We're gonna go outside. And I was like,
Wow,
we're going
incredible.
outside.
Dude, are you sure this is a daycare? This just is prison. You're in prison. Like, everything's the same. This caretaker,
Not a prison bell.
the caretaker is a prison guard. You're getting your outside time from your jail cell.
Kids were trading like fruit snacks. Oh my god.
Wait,
Oh,
Blaza,
no.
Blaza, you know what I just realized? You had your most like painful experience at 6 years old, bro. Are you okay?
That's how I got this way. So I put on my big hiking boots and put on my jacket. I'm ready to go. The caretaker takes us all outside in a group. We all have to hold each other's hands in groups
Okay,
of two so we
okay.
don't lose each other. So we walking in groups of two behind each other like a little train. Dude, almost like a prison, like you're like chained to
Wow.
each other.
Shackled together.
I think Socks was right. The single file lines. Is there anything worse than having to walk in a single file line? You know what's so funny is like when you're a kid, they'll get you to walk in a single file line. Getting adults to do that, can you imagine like telling a group of adults, yes, everybody walk in a single file line. You must be right behind each other. Put your hands on each other's shoulders. When you become an adult, just no one dares to tell you to line up like that. I guess people kind of get in a line when they're leaving an airplane, but they kind of have to. And even then, people stand up way too quickly and it annoys me.
Like a little train. Dude, almost like a prison, like you're like chained to each other.
Shackled together.
And we went out for a little walk, like in the neighborhood over there. And while we were walking, I see my vision in the distance. I see a play town.
A play town?
A play.
Playground.
I see a
A
playground.
playground town.
Doesn't know. It's so funny.
A
I
play
was 6 years
town.
old, bro. I don't. How am I supposed to?
You're not 6 years old now, bro.
We are gonna walk towards this, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited. We're gonna finally gotta do something more interesting.
Yeah.
When we got there, it was beautiful. It was like paradise. I saw a slide. I saw a whip wop. You know what that is?
What the heck's a
How is
whip
that?
wop?
Is that,
What's
you mean
a whip
like a
wop?
seesaw? It's probably a seesaw, isn't it?
No. Are you stupid? This is a whip wop.
The seesaw.
I knew it. I knew it.
It's in my country too. I recognize the
A
house.
whip wop. A whip wop and a play town? What Willy Wonka country are you from? Blaza, where is Blaza from? I've lived in Europe. I never heard anyone say play town or whip what did he even just say?
This is a whip wop.
The seesaw.
I knew it. I knew it.
It's in my country too. I recognize the houses. So
Whip
I see a
You got happy.
whip wop. I see
Look at a whip wop, please.
a climbing thing.
Monkey bars.
It's like a monkey. It's a
Monkey bars.
Why were they called monkey bars, by the way?
Monkey at the bar.
Little monkeys. Little monkeys on the
I see
bar.
something like this, and I just love. For some reason, I love that thing. So, okay, stop sending images of monkeys drinking juice.
Aw.
Blaza, I think this is more important than your story. I'm sorry.
So cute.
We
The
get there. I look
monkeys.
at the
Yo, I remember going on the monkey bars for the first time. Lola, how old were you when you first went on the monkey bars?
Like 7?
So that's like second grade, right?
Yeah.
Did you have like kids in your class who were braver than others and like some who started the monkey bars in like grade 1 and everyone was like, whoa, that's crazy.
I actually don't remember. But I will say, my dad would pick me up and have me go across the monkey bars because I was scared of heights and falling.
Oh, that's sweet. I think by the time I was doing monkey bars, I was too old for my dad to be picking me up. But I was a scared little boy because only like a few first graders in my school did monkey bars and one of them fell and broke their arm. And so I was like, well, monkey bars are the most dangerous thing in the world. I guess I don't want to do that.
We get there. I look at the teacher, and the teacher said, "Go on ahead, guys. Have an amazing flipping hacking time." And I was like, "Yes, it's gonna be the best day of my life."
Yes.
I'm 6 years old. My own life hasn't even started. I'm ready to have some fun.
Yeah.
So I dragged the guy that I was forced to hold hands with. I dragged him to the whip wop.
Stop calling it a whip wop.
And
It's a whip wop.
a whip wop. I forced him to go with me to the seesaw.
Yeah.
And I put him on it on one side, and I was on the other side. And you know when you go on the seesaw and you go down really fast, the guy on the other side just starts flying.
Yes.
Dude, I did that to him. Yeah, he fell on the ground, he was crying. I was like, nah, I have no one to go on the flip flop anymore.
What? Dude, that's all you care about?
So I'm like, oh man, okay, well he's gotta go to hospital. Well, what do I do next? I started looking around and I saw the monkey bars. I was like, oh my god.
Do you
I
not
looked at
even
monkey
care,
bars.
Blaza? Is that just a footnote in the story? I thought the story was gonna be about this poor kid. That was just a little footnote. Oh yeah, by the way, he probably broke 55,000 bones. 55 arms, 55 tibias, 55 pelvises. Okay, on to your monkey bars segment, I suppose, Blaza.
I started looking around and I saw the monkey bars. Oh my god, I love the monkey bars. I I wonder if I can get to the other side. So I start climbing up. I start hanging. And I was like, holy flipping smoke, this is pretty high. I was 6 years old. I was probably like a feet tall.
You're at least 5 foot.
Exactly. So I start going from one hand to the other.
Scary.
And I was halfway there. I got a little tired, and I feel my hand slip just a little bit. And I was like, oh no! And I clenched my hand, and my other hand started slipping.
Oh no!
What am I supposed to do? So I tried to grab on even harder, and all of a sudden, both of my hands just slipped.
You're cutting out, bro.
Oh, wait. Wait, is that good?
Okay, land already.
I started falling
gracefully.
I fall in slow motion because it's all. You know when you fall sometimes, it feels like you're falling in slow motion.
Yeah, like your whole life.
Yeah, well, and at that point, you're like 4 feet tall, so you probably did fall for like 30 seconds before you hit the ground, because that's how high up you are.
It starts to like slow down.
I'm too big for that. The gravity hits me harder.
But hit the ground sooner, bro.
Time starts slowing down, JoJo style. And I fall on the ground. In a griffin fall. And I'm laying there, and I was like, I don't know, I kind of fell in my lungs or something, because you know when you fall and you can't breathe for.
Oh yeah, you got winded.
Oh, winded. Yeah.
And I was like, and the teacher ran up to me. He's like,
so
oh my God,
interesting.
Blaza, are you okay? And I look at her.
Getting winded is the worst.
My arm, I kid you not, looked like the hubba bubba bubble
Oh
tape.
no.
Wait.
It looked like the Hubba Bubba bubble tape. What a random reference. Is bubble tape still a thing? Guys, let me know in the comments. Is Hubba Bubba bubble tape still a thing? How funny. I think actually I have bubble tape in one of my thumbnails. Yeah, this legendary thumbnail from this legendary video. The most annoying things on the planet. 500,000 views. That is a RobertIDK classic. If you have not seen it, check it out.
And I pull up my arm, and my arm, I kid you not, looked like the hubba bubba bubble tape.
Wait, what's the connection?
You're lying.
My wrist broke. My wrist was broken.
no.
And the teacher was like screaming. He was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get fired, dog.
That's all she cared about was her job, not the broken hand.
Nah, screw the kid. It's her job.
Keep in mind, another kid also died.
What? That kid was not the main character of the story, okay? He's gotta be mine.
Exactly.
He's already down.
That's what
It
he
was
was
plot
saying.
development.
So I looked at her with my little hand curled up like that, and she was like, oh crap, you gotta go to the hospital. She called my mom. My mom brought me to the doctor, and it hurt so much. I was 6 years old. So much. I'd never broken anything in my life. That's the first time I broke something. And luckily, everything was well and good. The doctors take good care of me. After a long time of healing, everything was okay and well. And my mama never brought me back to that daycare.
So if I drop you on your wrist right now, will it break?
No, I broke the wrist this other time as well with the dirt bike. It's the same wrist.
Didn't you break the same wrist?
Yeah, exactly the same
Oh
wrist.
my goodness.
Wow.
That's a weak wrist, bro.
That was painful. Is there anything more painful?
I actually have a story that's similar. That has to do with the playground.
Okay, Toxie.
Okay, let's go. I don't think I ever got hurt at a playground. Did you ever get hurt at a playground, Lola?
Yeah, I've scraped my knee before.
Okay, that does not count. That is not what I'm talking about. Everyone scrapes their knee. I fell in the sand one time at a playground. It was really tragic. No, these people are breaking their wrists. This is that hardcore stuff. Yo, guys, if you missed this series as much as I did, if you showed me how much you like this series by booping the like button on this video, it really does help out, and I appreciate it very much. And as always, I need you guys leaving comments, because I read the comments and I respond to the comments, and I will probably laugh.
Is there anything more painful?
I actually have a story that's similar. That has to do with the playground.
Okay, Toxie.
Why are you guys dying in playgrounds? It's like a battlefield.
Yeah. Like, there's been so many.
Little Tuxie loved playing at playgrounds, you see.
Of course.
See, I wasn't as like athletic and strong as Blaza.
So fat.
I was fat. I was like you, Mimi. My favorite part about the playground was the swings.
The swings are the best part.
My favorite part
yeah.
about the swings was swinging really, really hard and trying to jump off of it.
Yeah.
Jump.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So what about doing a full 360 though?
See, like I
I
said,
think
I
that's
was
physically
exactly like
impossible. I think doing a full flip on a swing is physically impossible if I'm not mistaken. Assuming the swing is on ropes/chains and not rigid poles, no. Though you could probably hurt yourself anyway, so that's nice. Yeah, I think it's pretty much impossible, but every kid dreams of doing that 360 flip. Legendary stuff. Yo, you know what kind of swing I had as a kid though? For real? I had one of those swings where it's just one rope in the middle. Oh my gosh, do they have the one I had? Okay, mine was way more comfortable than this awful wooden thing. Yeah, mine was kind of closer to like plastic. So I had one of these swings in my parents' backyard when I was a kid. Okay, yeah, I guess pretend this is me. Tie a rope to the tree branch and you get this circular swing and you just swing to your heart's content. And you know what I did? I would get to the top of my swing and I would do backflips. Like backflips while staying on the swing because you can hold on because it's just the thing between your legs. You go up and... I wish I could show you guys. It was the coolest thing of all time. If I tried it now, I would probably break it because I am too heavy. But I was a legend. I was a legend on the one rope swing. I was a true savage.
Jump.
Yeah.
So what about doing a full 360 though?
See, like I said, I was exactly like Mimi. I can do that kind of like thing.
Why am I being dragged into this conversation? What did I do?
Yeah, what the heck?
Mimi, I'm telling my story right now. Why are you cutting me off, man?
Yeah,
So my favorite part was the swings. Every single time you felt when you jumped off the swings, it felt like you were a superhero landing.
Oh, yeah.
So on this one
yeah.
particular day, my mom brought me to the playground and she sent me off. The first thing I do, I instantly run straight to the swing set because
Yes,
obviously
of
that's the
course.
best thing at the park.
Of
I
course.
hop on. Nobody was around, luckily, so I had the whole swing set to myself. So I go for one big swing, two big swings, and three big swings. On the third swing, once I reached the top of the apex of the swing, one of my hands slipped off. And so I kind of launched
Do a
off the
McTwist.
swing in an awkward way.
Oh yeah, you're cooked.
And everything
Do a
went dark for a
McTwist.
second.
Oh, you're dead, bro. It went dark?
You pass out.
I don't even remember because it was that hard of a fall.
Bro,
Wow.
did you not like snap your neck, bro? That's crazy. Bro, it does not go black for me.
Wait, you landed and your screen turned black. And
My screen turned black.
Your screen, you are chronically online.
Wait, but you woke up and you're still on the floor, so nobody helped you.
It was only for like a second, okay? It was only for like a second I was on the
How
ground.
would you know that?
Yeah, how
you
would
don't
you
know.
know?
You
You
were
don't
knocked
remember
out.
it. You don't remember it.
Okay, it was only for like a second I was on the
How
ground.
would you know that?
Yeah, you don't know. You were knocked out. How do you know how long?
I think my mom would notice by then. At the beginning, I thought, oh, I landed it. I'm perfectly fine. That didn't hurt too bad. When I looked down...
Man, I just remembered a crazy story from when I was a kid. I don't know if it's a little bit dark, no pun intended, but there was a time when I was in school on the playground. It was in grade 5, and 2 of my classmates got into a fight. And of course, you know, they're in grade 5. It's not like they can hit each other that hard. You know, they're not really going to cause any actual damage. But one of them wins the fight, and then the other one just lays down. They're acting. They just laid down for like 10 minutes, not making any movement, like pretending to be unconscious. And then 10 minutes later, they got up and they went up to the teacher to like tell on the other kid. And they're like, I don't know what happened. I was on the ground and I saw him raising his fist. And then I don't remember anything. And this guy was pretending that he got knocked out and couldn't remember. It was a complete lie. He was completely lying because he did not really get hit at all. And so the entire class was like, bro, you're pretending to have amnesia. And he was still playing along. He was still like, he never gave up and was like, okay, guys, you realize I'm lying right now. Okay, you caught me. And so, yeah, he just kept on saying to the teacher, I don't know what happened. He was just, I just saw his fist and then I don't remember anything. It's like trying to get the other kid like suspended or something. That was crazy. That's what happens though. No one believed him and he just looked extremely stupid. So don't lie, people.
At the beginning, I thought, oh, I landed it. I'm perfectly fine. That didn't hurt too bad. When I looked down at my elbow, there was a full 2-inch piece of wood chip sticking straight out of my elbow. Let's be real here. 2 inches is a lot.
That's magnificent.
It's like way above average even, right?
Dude, you know how many kids probably peed on that and stepped on it, bro?
Why is that where your mind goes? That kids pee on wood.
do think of that?
Wait, so it's in your elbow right
It's on
now?
the ground, obviously.
It was in the elbow. That was pretty painful in itself. You would assume that would be the most painful part. But
Yes.
luckily, next to the playground was a community center, and I was able to go to the nurse's office there.
So when your screen went black, your mom was there and she didn't care?
Your mom was just watching you.
He fell, he died.
Was your adrenaline like still kicked in, or did you like start to feel it?
Oh, you started to feel it for sure. Once you see see whatever's in you, you kind of like realize how painful it is.
That's
My mom brought me to the nurse's
crazy.
office at the community center, and obviously she had to take out the piece of wood.
Oh,
that wasn't
no,
too bad
no.
initially.
Was it like a whole operation? You have to get an ER table?
No, she just pretty much yanked it out. And after that, she grabbed a bottle.
Oh, no.
She had to clean out the wound.
Run.
Yup.
You run. She started chugging
She
Oh,
grabbed a bottle of whiskey and gave it to me so I could down it. No.
Take away the pain.
She grabbed a bottle of alcohol to pretty much disinfect the wound. And as she
no.
poured it onto that wound, it started bubbling, and that was the most painful thing ever.
You're not supposed to cook it at
Yeah, if it was a big wound.
That must hurt so.
I heard you're not supposed to do that anymore.
No, yeah, it kills the healthy blood cells. My little brother, he accidentally fell and he had like a 2-inch splinter stuck in his butt.
Oh,
Listen,
no.
listen.
Oh, that visual just destroyed me. Wait, I didn't even hear him. Oh, that seems so uncomfortable.
Accidentally fell and he had like a 2-inch splinter stuck in his butt.
Oh my god.
Listen.
Did you see that animation there? That was incredible. That should be the thumbnail. That's not socks, but maybe. Yeah, I could put it in.
My little brother, he accidentally fell and he had like a 2-inch splinter stuck in his butt.
That's crazy. That's so cool.
He kept it in his butt for like 2 weeks because he didn't want anyone to know that he had one in there. He didn't want anyone to like, he was embarrassed to say that, yeah, there's wood in my butt.
Bro, so
What?
he sat down with wood in his butt?
That's crazy.
No, that's crazy.
Not sit
I
down.
agree.
Like, how do you sit down with that, dude?
One day he just came up and we were having dinner. He was like, guys, I have something to tell you.
I got wooden butt.
He
I
can't
got wooden
handle it
butt.
anymore.
What is even more painful than that?
Actually, I have one. Okay, so when
Oh.
I was a kid, I had this friend who had a trampoline that was like set up like right beside the water, like literally right beside it. And so
Wow,
one
that's
day
kinda
while I was
cool.
at their house, we were like playing on the trampoline.
Wait a
right?
minute.
And
I have a wait. I have a guess. Is the trampoline right next to the water and the kid thought the water was deep, so they jumped from the trampoline into the water, but it was actually shallow water? That's my guess. Oh, I hope that's not it. I really hope that's not it. That sounds horrible.
And so one day while I was at their house, we were like playing on the trampoline, right? And
Yeah.
I had this epic idea to jump off the roof of
Oh.
their shed onto the
Okay.
trampoline. So I climbed
my
up on top of the
gosh.
shed, and then I ran
No
towards the
way.
trampoline. But I kind of slipped as I was jumping.
no.
And when
Oh, no.
There was a banana peel on the edge of the shed.
Yeah.
and when I hit the trampoline, I like scorpioned myself.
Oh no!
What?
Oh no! It's where your legs like go backwards onto your head.
Yeah.
What?
Wait. Ali, were you that flexible,
You need a
bro?
chiropractor to fix
It
that.
forced me into like doing that.
Okay, you go from jumping off a thing to your head, to your leg being behind your head.
That's
The landing,
crazy.
bro.
Oh my god.
Ali, did you die?
Yeah,
I
it's
died. I'm dead
momentum,
right
bro. Of course. No one is expected to scorpion. That's not a position that we're ever trying to be in. It just happens. Sometimes you get scorpioned, and it's the worst. I don't think I've ever scorpioned. Have you ever scorpioned?
No, but I saw a TikTok of this girl who was surfing and she did that. Now she's in a wheelchair.
Wow. Okay. That is way less fun than I thought it was going to be. Thank you.
The landing, bro.
Oh my god.
Ali, did you die?
Yeah, I died. I'm dead right now. The air was knocked out of me and everything, but that's not all though. Right after that, I bounced off of the trampoline
into the water.
and fell into the water.
So you were winded and you were drowning.
Yeah, so that's where you're drowning.
How does air getting knocked out of you even feel?
Dude, you've never had it,
Oh,
don't
it's
you? Can I punch
awful.
you?
Come over here. Ali, we gotta see how painful getting the
awful.
wind knocked out feels like.
Oh, I already know. You don't know, so I gotta show you. Okay, come here.
No, yeah. Just so this will help build the story.
Ready?
Anyways, so yeah, that's not all right. So after I scorpioned myself, I bounced.
That got me. I was not expecting. That was funny. He farted. That wouldn't happen if you punched me. You want to go get the boxing gloves and come back in? You totally can. All right, Lola in her pajamas. You want to show me what getting the wind knocked out of me feels like?
All right, put the mic down.
Put the mic down. Please, actually, for real though, don't hit me too hard. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I just scorpioned.
No, yeah. Just so this will help build the story.
Ready?
Anyways, so yeah, that's not all right. So after I scorpioned myself, I bounced off of the trampoline and into the water. It was like a lake, kind of. Like, it was kind of like blue, clearish. And I was in so much pain, and I started crawling out of the water. That's not it. Like, there were barnacles.
Barnacles! Barnacles!
You became like cheese. You got shredded like cheese.
What's so bad about that? Aren't they?
They're sharp.
And so I
What's
tried
so
like
bad about the
standing up
barnacle?
and like tiptoeing through them, and I just kept stepping on them, and they were just slicing and slicing.
Oh my gosh.
Why didn't you just swim instead?
I couldn't get up without stepping on them. I had to step on them to get out of the water.
That's awful.
Okay, Ali, was it like worse than Legos or better than Legos?
I think it's worse than Legos.
Oh my
When
gosh.
I finally got up, like my feet were all cut up and my whole body was like
Oh
just
my
done. I
goodness.
collapsed.
You collapsed?
Yeah, I collapsed.
Barnacle head. Barnacle head. Oh my gosh, that's a barnacle? These are barnacles? Barnacle head. Did that sound like Squidward? Barnacle head. Hey, SpongeBob. I'm Hank from Detroit Become Human. Hey, SpongeBob, have you subscribed to RobertIDK? Oh, SpongeBob, you need to subscribe. No one can actually do a good SpongeBob voice, so I'm not gonna pretend like I can. Barnacle head. Sorry guys, I'm making my woman laugh, and it makes me happy.
We're all cut up and my whole body was like just done. I collapsed.
You collapsed?
Yeah, I collapsed. I was
no.
I was done.
That kind of sucks, Ali.
That kind of sucks.
That's
what you said after all of that? Muffin, all right, let's hear it.
I have the most painful story.
You guys just make up a story.
I don't make up stories. I never have in my life. You know,
All
when I was
facts,
like
no
5,
cap.
Why is everyone so young, bro? What?
Because when we're 5, we're stupid. We hurt ourselves. You know those little like bouncy balls that you like bounce around on?
Yeah, I love those things.
Oh, those are so fun. Oh, that space.
You know what I just realized? Earlier in this video, I told a legendary story about one of the biggest caps I have ever seen in my life. When that kid was capping about being knocked out, and foolish me, not even for one moment did I think to put on the cap. This is I'm supposed to put on the cap when someone's capping. Let me put it on like a trucker. What'd you just say, honey?
You got the trucker mustache.
The trucker mustache. Do you know how offensive that is to a man who took the time to grow a good mustache instead of all these wax stashes you see out there? I feel like wearing my hair like this doesn't look as good as I thought it would.
You look like a Pokemon trainer.
I look like a Pokemon trainer? All right, I guess I've never in my life worn this hat backwards. I haven't worn a hat backwards in probably over 10 years. Wait, does anyone wear backwards hats still? Is that still a thing that anyone does? Really? People still do it? I just must not even notice it because I think it's a thing I would never even consider. Guys, do you wear a backwards hat? Please let me know in the comments. I haven't worn one in like 15 years.
You know, when I was like 5.
Why is everyone so young, bro? What?
Because when we're 5, we're stupid. We hurt ourselves. You know
Of
those
course.
little like bouncy balls that you like bounce around on?
Yeah, I love those
Oh,
things.
those are so fun. Oh,
yeah.
that space hoppers. Yeah, dude, those are so good. I still actually use them every day. Like, I'm actually on one right now.
Oh, you be bouncing? You be bouncing, Muffin?
Yeah. So, I
Muffin
was
be
bouncing
bouncing.
around. I was like, yippee, yippee, like a happy boy.
Dude, he sounds so happy.
So you know those granite countertops? I was being a little like silly person,
no.
and I
Not
was
the
like,
teeth.
let me bounce around under this granite countertop.
Not the teeth over the top of his head.
Muffin, did you perhaps ride like a really short bus, like going to school?
Oh no.
No. Did you have lunch from like different times than the normal people?
Hey, did you have to go to a different classroom with like different
Yeah.
Guys, stop
Okay,
it.
so basically,
Stop it.
when I would bounce around not under the countertop, I would like bounce above the countertop, like my head would bounce above it. So when under the
Oh,
countertop, I bounced the
no.
same way I would when I bounced not under the countertop. So basically, when I bounced under the countertop, I hit my head on the countertop really hard. Like it was like
He did the reverse of when you dive into a shallow pool. Rather than diving your head down to the bottom, he dove his head up to the top. Same result, different direction.
I hit my head on the countertop really hard. Like it was like harsh. Like I just like.
Oh, wow.
No. This is the top. Think of this as the top of my head, okay?
Yeah.
This is before I bounced my head on the countertop. So this is after.
Are you?
Oh my gosh.
I actually didn't really feel it. And my mom was
have to
like,
get
oh, we have to go to the
staples?
hospital. I was like, okay.
Did you get staples?
stitches?
Yeah, so what the doctors did is like,
You didn't feel anything?
I didn't really feel it. I was like chilling.
This wasn't painful?
There's
Staples?
a hole in your head and you don't feel it?
I didn't see it. I think that's the thing. I didn't see
When
it.
you don't see it, you can't feel it.
I think they put like a
needle on my head, like to like numb it up, and then they like.
What?
I had a friend who hit his head on the ceiling of his house. He was like running downstairs to play Xbox, and he jumped off one of the steps, but there was an overhanging part. He smashed his head, and then the doctor stapled his head shut. I guess that was the best way to do it at the time for them. But I've never heard another story of someone getting staples in a situation like that. So I was hoping this guy got staples so that I could be like, oh, so that is what you're supposed to do. But so far, I have no evidence that staples are the best way to seal a head.
And then they like
what?
stitched it up, and now I'm fine.
That was all pretty painful.
It's winter. It's almost Christmas. You know, the Christmas tree is up.
Who is that?
I go downstairs, you know, I come out of my gamer
Who
cave,
is that?
and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna make hot cocoa.
Okay.
Oh, yum.
Yummy.
I don't know if Americans know what is this, but the kettle, you know, you
Oh, yeah.
A kettle.
Never heard of it.
don't Americans like just
We microwave everything.
Wait,
So
who's kettle
anyway,
socks?
I put some water in, and like my mother decorated with like ornaments and everything
Oh,
that has
Barney.
lights and everything. So while the water is boiling, behind like the kettle, next to the microwave power outlet, and that's where the thing is plugged in.
Oh shoot! You're gonna
Okay.
electrocute yourself?
No.
Something caught on fire for sure.
So I
Oh,
thought, you know,
no,
it's
no,
kind
no.
of dark outside because, you know, when it's winter, it's like dark outside at like 3 p.m. I thought,
Okay.
let me turn them on. So I kind of awkwardly reach over the kettle, and, you know, on the top, there's
Okay.
like a button that opens the lid. So I kind of awkwardly reach over it, and then before I realized, I must have hit a button or something. The lid opens, and it like slams right into my face.
Oh, okay.
Face.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like with my head over the lid, and it opened right into my cheek, and it's like metal.
So you got like a face full of boiling water.
You got branded.
Was the lid hot? Like,
Yeah, the lid was hot. I like basically just
Oh.
branded myself. The second degree burn.
did it leave a mark?
I had it for like 2 weeks. By the way, it took like 4 seconds for me to realize what even happened. I didn't even understand it.
For 4 seconds burning.
I don't know, guys. The last thing I saw was this kettle, and then I just don't remember anything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir, but you can't get the kettle sent to the principal's office. You're just gonna have to forgive the kettle, bro.
What happened? I didn't even understand it.
For 4 seconds burning. Like,
Yeah, I didn't even feel it when it happened. I'm like, oh, something
Wow.
feels funny. And then it hit me.
Wow.
And it hit me. For the next 2 weeks, I had like a big circle on my face. It became like the disgusting kind of, you know, crusty and yeah.
Oh,
And I had to go with school with that and explain that embarrassing story to literally everyone.
You should have just said you fought like a bear, like you
Of
stopped
course,
your
yeah,
dad
you
from
should've done
beating
that.
your mom.
You saved a cat from a burning house.
And that would have been way better.
Say you had a really hard time pooping.
That was you earlier, Oof.
It wasn't, dude. I had my shirt off, bro. My shirt came off. That's how bad it was.
You okay?
Oh,
Okay, very interesting.
Red, then became like brownish.
I like
Yeah.
you think you had it kind of bad, bro. Like the worst out of all, because like it hurt the most, like longer.
for a long period of time, and the social embarrassment on top of it. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe and check out another video right over here.
Well, Socks, it was very nice to see you again. And all the homies. I don't know who that last guy was, but you can let me know in the comments. Now, people, make sure you're subscribed to SocksStudios. Their team did all the hard work. We're just out here being silly. Do you want to buy the cap that I'm wearing right now? Here's a link to the store. RobertIDK.net for all the merch. We got a lot of cool things over there, so check it out. Here's the full playlist of times we looked at SocksStudios. If you haven't seen every single Socks video I've done, go check out this playlist and have a great time, homie. Here's another video that I think you'll like. I'll see you here or I'll see you there.